I am so highlighted. I hope I'm not gonna blind anyone. Okay. Hello everyone, this is Meanwhile Ani at the stage bringing you another album review. We felt like this one is very important to review because it's one of the most talented musicians and producers of our times, and it's his third full-length album, and he released it all of a sudden along with this extremely beautiful music video which I love to rewatch. In this video we'll talk about a record called FREETOWN SOUND by DEV HYNES aka Blood Orange. DEV HYNES has a very intriguing career. He's actually doing music as work of art and just work since he was 18, and he had all these different bands and projects with this more psychedelic, noisy, even punk spirit sound. Currently he's known as a pop producer and a songwriter under his own music project called Blood Orange, but he also worked with and helped to so many different amazing female singers in their albums. This list is incredible. Solange Knowles, Kylie Minogue, Carly Rae Jepsen, Sky Ferreira. He's a master when it comes to a more alternative sounding pop album. We also can't ignore the fact that DEV is a really good friend of a lot of different amazing artists, like for example of our favorite Florence Welch. Blood Orange is very different from DEV's early music projects, such as Test Icicles or Lightspeed Champion. Blood Orange's alternative pop funk 80s throwback sounds show you such a wide and at the same time very intimate picture. Drag queens and gay teenagers and DEV's personal diaries and his very own mind. This new record, this third record, very ambitious FREETOWN SOUND, is a perfect embodiment of this personal stuff, as it gets so chaotic sometimes that it feels like you float in DEV's stream of consciousness rather than listening to an album, lyrics of which are very clear to you. It doesn't make the album too complicated though. The main themes are still very visible. Hot button topics include gender, sexuality, race. FREETOWN SOUND is a record about wanting the acceptance in a judging world. The first thing you hear in the album is this extended speech of a female on top of this emotional saxophone solo about Missy Elliott's positive effect on the body image of women of color. Later on the album, you can hear samples from Our Lady Africa, for example, where people talk about Black identity. Augustine track focuses on changes and trying to fit in the new atmosphere. DEV draws similarities between his father moving from Freetown in Sierra Leone and Hines himself from London to New York. I think my favorite lyric on the album is in this upbeat track about self-love, Hands Up, where hands up, get up changes to hands up, don't shoot at the end. It's such a powerful moment lyrically. Overall, the writing on this album is very, very good. Sometimes you get confused in the lyrics, sometimes they struck you or even shock you. Whatever that is, and even if DEV HYNES is the only one person who knows what he meant by those lyrics, FREETOWN SOUND still features the most direct and moving writing from him. The 17 songs long album sounds more like a mixtape or an audio scrapbook with all its field recordings, different speeches, film snippets, track samples. It's actually really incredible to just sit and listen to this record and feel all this outside world that surrounds DEV HYNES himself in his recording studio. It's sometimes very vivid and passionate, mostly it's more mellow, and what fascinates me the most about it is how real life sounding the background of these songs is. It's like I am in New York walking around all these streets and embracing all this energy and art around me, which DEV HYNES so nobly provides me with. Musically, there's a wide range of hip sounding genres. There's a huge 80s influence for sure, and also you can catch some indie guitars here and there, some funk, a lot of R&B. It could remind you of that chill wave electronica, but also some soft rock. It's again very mellow, very relaxed, kind of smoky, foggy atmosphere. soundtrack. Very summery music. When I think about summer in a concrete jungle, I think about this album. Talking about Audio Scrapbooking again, there's songs on the album that doesn't even sound like a song. Rather a collage of different recordings mixed together beautifully and stamped up with a Mayfair Instagram filter. All this scratching and demo-like sounding tracks. Very, very nice. Thanks, DEV. I love those kind of things. Hynes' voice on the record adds a magical feeling of this fragility and rawness. And FREETOWN SOUND also showcases DEV's another talent. He is great at getting vocal guests. On the LP, there are so many amazing female voices, from the really famous ones like Debbie Harry, Nelly Furtado, Carly Rae Jepsen, to maybe less known Everrain, Empress Off, Bea 1991, Kelsey Lou. On inviting so many females to sing on his tracks, DEV commented, "I guess I just view women higher. I don't know what it is. I think women are so powerful. Not just in the fact that I genuinely prefer female voices. That is a big part of it. But there's also a particular power that women can put across that men just can't." And in this record, you can truly feel it. Concluding this, I would say that this album wouldn't be a highlight for each and everybody. It's not as accomplished as Blood Orange's previous Cupid Deluxe, but that is just because it's not as personal as this one. And I would also understand that some people dislike this unfinished demo-like mixtape sound of the record, saying that eventually it misses real formed hits. But let's be honest, DEV HYNES' music projects were never about hit making. I think he left it all for his production work for all of these other female pop stars. So yeah, I don't really know. But what I know for sure is that you should experience this 17 tracks long album and feel it. Then you would probably like it a lot. As always, tell us what you think about this record and Blood Orange in the comments down below. And also don't forget to subscribe to our channel and to click here for more album reviews and different videos about different music related things. Thank you so much for all your support. Now chill, relax, stay cool, and peace off. Mwah.